We're solving systems of equations by substitution. We're still solving systems of equations, but now we don't have the graph, so we're going to have to solve it algebraically. And these notes are to help you with I Excel in Algebra 1, U8. All right, here are the steps we're going to have to follow. Sometimes you don't have to do the first step, which that's the first example here. So we're going to have to solve for a single variable. Notice that y is already in the y equals form. So y is already isolated, so you don't have to do this step. It's already done for you. Now, the next thing we have to do is substitute and solve. So I'm still going to label this so it just doesn't seem like, hey, you forgot this. So this is my single variable right there, y equals 3x. My second step, I have to substitute and solve on the other equation. So x plus y is 8. So I'm going to substitute right here. So I know that y is 3x right there. It's too big. So y is 3x right there. So I'm going to go over here and substitute right there for y. So x plus 3x equals 8. Notice that I'm substituting right there 3x instead of y. That's what it means. That's what it means to substitute 3x instead of y. Easy. So right there. Now you solve. Combine them. 3 plus 1 is 4. Divide both sides by 4. That will give me, this is 1, 2. So x is 2. My next step, I need to find the other variable. Right now, I only have x equals 2, so I need to find y. Y is telling me that is 3x. Y equals 3x. And I know that x is 2. So I'm going to substitute 2 for x, the same way that we did in the equation. So I'm going to substitute 2 for x right there. And you know, when you're substituting, you put that in parentheses. So instead of writing x, I'm writing 2. I'm substituting what x is right there. So y equals 6. Now, don't forget to write the solution. And like we did in solving by graphing, the solution is where they intersect, is a point. So it's an x and y point, is an order pair. So solution right here is 2, 6. It wouldn't do us any good if we went through the process and you would not write me a solution. One and last example. One more. So here we go. First step, we have to solve for a variable. Solve for a single variable. So I need to put x or y by itself. So let's just solve for y, just because. If you want to, you can solve for x. It's your choice. So 2x plus y. I take away 2x from both sides. That will give me y equals negative 2x plus 9. Too big. Yeah, still pretty big, but you get the hang of it. Negative 2x plus 9. So now the second step here, I substitute and solve. Substitute where? So we have to substitute in the second equation. So I'm going to put this one right there so I can substitute. Now instead of writing y, I'm going to substitute that for y. Instead of writing y, I'm substituting what y really is. And y is negative 2x minus 9. Distribute. Combine. Minus 36 to both sides. Divide both sides by negative 7. That will give me that x equals 5. Third step, I need to find the other variable. So far, I have only x. I need to go back and find y. So I'm finding y. Y, I already know it's going to be right there. Just to save me time, I could come back and plug in this one or this one. But this one is already solved for y, so why am I going to add more work when I don't have to? So, and I know x is 5, so I'm going to plug in 5 for x right there. I'm going to substitute and solve for the other variable. So I'm plugging in 5 that I just found that x is 5. I go back here and plug that in. Last step, that's the most important one, you need to write the solution as an ordered pair. Solution, 5, negative 1. That's it.